Hey, this is Tommy Victor from Prong, and you're watching Crippled and Broken.
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
My name is Peter Steigerwald. I'm primarily a colorist and also an artist, a writer and creator for Aspen Comics, co-owner as well. The origins of Aspen Comics, actually, we started in 2003. Michael Turner, who was our founder, he passed away in 2008. But in 2003, we left our former company at Top Cow because Mike really wanted to own and be able to control all of his creations, to have his full input and be able to do whatever he wanted with them. So Frank and I left, and then we joined up with Mike, and we formed Aspen to basically do that, create his creative vision and do whatever he wanted with it. Fathom and Soulfire and Ecos and lots of other books that have come since then. But these were all the basis of what Mike wanted to do. And so we have worked with that and published that until Mike passed away in 2008, and at that point, then it became me and Frank. So Frank and I are both the co-owners. Mike left it to us, and so in the last 4 years, almost 5 years now, we've carried on since then. We've survived and we've thrived over the last 5 years. A lot of people thought that we were just one-dimensional, that we were just Michael Turner's company, and yet even while Michael was around, we had a lot of different books that were created by other people. The artistic diversity that we had was incredible, but people focused on Mike, and so they thought that once Mike passed away, we might disappear. In the last 4 or 5 years, we've been incredibly vital. I mean, we've managed to survive in what has been a crappy industry economy and crappy economy in general, but we've got incredible creators and great artists and stuff, and the books that Michael created are still going strong and are thriving, even without him there. So Soulfire and Fathom are going strong. Fathom is still one of my favorite books. We've got Kara's Magic, Broken Pieces. Shrug's going to be entering its second volume. Executive Assistant Iris, which was created just as at the end of Mike's career, it's been blown up and becoming hugely important. Alex Conant has been coming along, and he's been doing Fathom for us for the last couple of years. He's moving to the next volume. His stuff has been getting incredible. We've known him since he was a 15-year-old kid, and he just has turned into a phenomenal artist. But we've just got Mike DeBalfo, who has just jumped onto our Soulfire book. He's been doing covers for Zenoscope and some other companies, and he's been dying to do interiors and just branch out and start out. And the stuff that's coming in is just phenomenal. I mean, Mike's just going to blow stuff up. It's really great to see it. And so it's one of the cool things. Being a studio like we are, we get to see a lot of people as they're up and coming, as they're starting out, as they're rising up. Because then they'll get the good skills, and then they'll move on. But some of them stay with us, and it's incredible to see some of the art that that has been developed through us over the years. The 7 guys who started Image were really they had such a strong influence via their own artwork on what Marvel stuff was looking like in the late 80s and 90s and early 90s. But on top of that, when they became such an industry force and started up Image, and each of them, 4 of them at least, started up their own studios and started hiring other guys, they were hiring guys that they liked. So their artistic taste became the face of what is now the industry. I mean, Dave Finch, Billy Tan, Joe Benitez, all these guys came out of Top Cow. But even guys like Tyler Kirkham, who are working on Green Lantern now, and a lot of other guys who are doing top Marvel and DC books also came out of Wildstorm, came out of the other Image, like the Extreme Studios and things like that, Rob's things. And so their choices about which artists they picked have now affected all of us all over because we all either got our breaks doing it, or just the artistic influence as they passed along. Because I mean, we all learn from each other. So when we're in that studio. So it's been incredible. The digital comics hasn't really hurt us. Actually, digital comics is something that's transitioning that may be the future of where we're going. See, the thing is that one of the things that always drives up prices is print costs are rising. Paper costs, ink costs, and things like that. They've always, I mean, they just always go up. That's why comics aren't 75 cents anymore. In a digitally produced medium, maybe that, you know, the prices can be a little more constant as long as people are being able to make a living, cost of living and stuff like that. But it could be where, you know, where we're going. It all depends on, you know, whether or not people are available to get the readers, and all, you know, there's a lot of other factors in it. But unlike music, it could be, you know, it could be a saving. We're not big enough yet for a lot of people to start pilfering. It's not like, you know, music. I'm running into those old things where, you know, like with Apple, then nobody runs viruses for Apple because they're so small. They rather run viruses for PC because there's millions of PC users. Yeah, we're not like a music industry where you steal an album and, you know, you lose millions of dollars. You steal a book, you maybe lose 3 or 4 copies, but sometimes people are actually happy to have their book distributed illegally because at least people are reading it. Sort of with a Metallica model when they were, you know, when they were distributing Metallica books or cassettes and stuff, they were bootlegging their own stuff just to get people out there and hear it. We would much rather have people pay for it, but you know what? If they're sharing it and they're reading it and they're coming back and they're looking for the original, that's, you know, we want their money any way we can get it. That's actually a funny story because when I got hired in 1994, my portfolio had all kinds of stuff in there. I had illustrations, I had inking, I had full color stuff, I had logo designs, I could do a lot of stuff as a kid, so I threw it all in there and was like, whatever they'll hire me for, I'll take. So I ended up being colorist, graphic designer, production manager, or doing all kinds of different things at Top Cow. Because, you know, the Top Cow was just starting to expand, and I filled a lot of those voids. But my drawing had to sort of sit on the side as other things became much more important. Inking I'm not that good at, it doesn't really matter. But it's funny because it's like after almost 18 years of doing comics, I'm now starting out again as a penciler. I've gotten a lot better because of the guys that I've worked with as a colorist. You know, it's like I'm working over some of the industry's best people. And so, yeah, that's going to rub off a little bit. And, you know, yeah, there's been some sketching here and there, but it's like as I'm drawing again, the habits, you know, it's like it's been 20 again. It's kind of fun. It's, you know, going, you know, being where my skill level was, a little bit improved, but it's still, you know, you just getting adjusted to everything again. So I realized getting to the regular habit of being a penciler, I'm not going to be good. I want to start out and be like, oh man, me and Jim Lee, we're awesome, we're the best. But you know what? It's not going to be that way. Having artwork out there that, you know, that I might not be ready to put out, but I have to put it, I have to just start doing it. You know, the beginning of everybody's career, you can kind of hide your bad work because nobody knows what you're doing. Nobody knows your name, nobody knows your face, nobody's seen you around. So yeah, you do a couple of issues where you're learning stuff from some book that no one's ever heard of, and that's where it remains. One day some fan will dig it out and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I got it, I didn't see it. But I've built up a name and I've built up a career, so my first work people are going to be paying attention to. So I'm really hoping that I can actually impress everybody and they like it. What's up for Aspen for the rest of the year is we're working on big plans for 2013 because that's our 10th year anniversary. But through the rest of the year, hopefully my book will be at the end of the year. The Soulfire launch with Mike DeBalfo is going to be coming up in August. And we've got some pretty big plans for San Diego. Can't talk about them right now, but we're going to announce them soon. And just that, we've got another executive assistant Iris volume that's going to be starting up. And Fathom right now is wrapping up a volume. And Kiani is also wrapping up a volume. But Kiani just started, like, we're on issue 2, I think, now. So it's, you know, it's another brand new Kiani series. If you haven't checked it out yet, check it out. You can check more of us out at aspencomics.com. We're also on Facebook and Twitter at Aspen Comics. And I'm on Facebook as well, too. Check us out. But aspencomics.com, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank you.